You see, well, Shibajo, she used to be an athlete, and then she started doing hurdles. And then when we were in camp at Shagamo, and then the coaching crews, they sat, with the president, technical, and then they believe that she can perform, that if she did go to that event. And thank God she won the gold and we scored 4,000. She scored 4,000 points. That's a big PR for her. In a few years, she's going to be wonderful. She's tough. She's tough.
Definitely tough. You just have to be able to compete in a tournament, like in an event like that. Now, talking tennis, what table tennis serves of today in Lagos, and because all the athletes, table tennis players, they're already in Nigeria. Well, Egypt coming with 12 contingents. They, just like it did last time, they said they'll come here and see how they can. Of course, we're going with the money, $46,000. That's what it's indicating. So it's going to be, it's a World Challenge Series, of course. It's already in the ITTF calendar, talking about International Table Tennis Federation. It's already their calendar, and this is the second challenge for this year. The first one was in Hungary, and this one in Lagos. All athletes across the world are here, and Nigerian athletes, of course, still want to see how they can make a huge impact in the tournament.
Yeah, and we used to be the pride of Africa when it in this sport. Table tennis before the Egyptians, just gradually, it was a steady progression, and they gradually took over. So right now we're trying to get our game back and see if we can get back the #1 sport. But yes, I like it. It's quite it's very competitive. I like the fact that the Egyptians are giving us a run for our money right now, and they'll be coming here and see if they can get away with the money like you just talked about. They did it the last time, if I remember, and right now this is what they're looking about to come and do and get the money, and just cement their position as the as #1 team, the #1 when it comes to tennis in Africa.
#1 team in Africa. You're not serious. Nigeria definitely still the team to beat in Africa, and of course, well, in athletics we're doing very well junior level anyway. But another thing is, this particular edition, you're going to be having players having to compete at the group stage. Not just at the group stage, of course, it's going to be a knockout stage now. Subsequently, before now, you actually have players having to qualify from the group stage to the next stage. But this event, you just have a knockout format, so where players only progress once they win a match.
You
so
definitely have to be on your best.
That is it. So there's no second chance for you. So once you're out, and you are out. That's the way it is. Now talking about the FA Cup, of course, we have to go back there because that is what is trending right now. Now, Louis van Gaal, of course, obviously he should be disappointed, but he wasn't really happy with the performance, especially after Valencia gifted Welbeck that back pass. And of course, maybe he felt Welbeck was still a Man U player or whatever he was thinking, but he gave it that. But he's actually said that he was the best player on the field in that game, according to him, not me. And of course, he wasn't really happy with the card that Angel Di Maria got, simply because he said he really wants to see the video to actually see how it happened. Some people were actually joking on Twitter that, look, Angel Di Maria was actually trying to ask the referee how much he bought his shirt, but that wasn't it. He was clearly a push. Well, let's get to listen to him. And of course, as a Wenger, he said Welbeck is a very, very intelligent player.
I know, of course, and also Angel Di Maria knows that he doesn't have to touch the referee. So that is not so smart of him. And when you see the second goal, it was nothing. So you gave it away, but the man who was doing that was the best man of my team. And that's also for him so disappointing.
We want all to do well when we play against our former club, to show we are a great player. But it's not easy to deal with the mental situation of it. And that's, I think he's shown mental strength, because it's not always easy to deal with that. He's a team player. What I like with Danny, He's intelligent, he wants to do well for the team, he has a great talent, and when you can produce such a complete performance, defensively and offensively as he did today, he has a great future.
He wasn't intelligent enough to play for Louis van Gaal, but definitely for Arsene Wenger, he's the most intelligent player he has ever seen. One of the most intelligent players he has ever seen, anyway, because he had some big shot players that had played for Arsenal. And of course, on the night at Old Trafford, he was clearly the most intelligent player. Now, let me ask you just one question. Now, if you were the referee in charge of that game last night, because everyone actually praised him for what he did and all that, Manchester United players were all diving. I mean, we saw Ashley Young, of course. Usually he does that most times. But for Angel Di Maria, that wasn't expected from him, especially the push.
Yeah, you know, most times flair players are known for their, for their antics, for their theatrics and everything. But what I would have done differently if I was the referee for that particular game, that particular incident, yes, you could argue that there was a slight tug on Di Maria, Ramsey trying to hold his hand, and you could say because he was in motion, any little thing would have made him, put him off balance. Maybe what I would have done, I would have given a free kick, and I would have still booked Di Maria for, simulation, because he made a meal out of it, But I'm not taking anything away from the referee. He tried his best to, handle the game very well, because we saw also when Bellerin, the Arsenal fullback, fouled Ashley Young for the second time. He could have been sent off, but he handled it really well.
Yeah.
And I don't. Di Maria
he actually wanted to play a balanced game.
Yeah, he wanted to, and Di Maria asked for it, because you do not put your hand on a referee. On Twitter, on social media, a lot of people were talking about how the referee was the same person that did not send Joe Hart off after Joe Hart seemed to have headbutted him again in the match he ref for City. But I'll come out and say, he made a mistake then. He gave a yellow card. Do you expect him to continue making that mistake?
No,
He's corrected his mistake. Di Maria put his hand on him. Straight red card. So that some people would have given Di Maria a straight red card, but he gave him a yellow card to add to the other one he had. On the night, Arsenal truly deserved it. Louis van Gaal, we talked about Manchester United of old. At the first 45 minutes, the attacking football from United was something that we had not seen in a while. It reminded us of the Ferguson era. There was pressure, there was pace and everything. But
substitution.
Looking at the game I was watching it with a colleague, and I told her, I said, I don't think Van Gaal is used to this sort of play from United. He might just pick it up a little bit, saying
and
that
he
doesn't have that. Unsurprisingly, second half he took off Herrera, who I think was very pivotal in that game. Linking the midfield and the attack. He took him off, and you could see that United were struggling to get out from their own half into and get an attack. Get into the Arsenal offensive area. Yes, you could argue that the goal was a giveaway, but Arsenal were better.
Okay.
They made fantastic saves.
Oh,
Arsenal
yes,
could have been embarrassing. It could have been maybe 3 or 4
If I give you
goals to
time,
1.
definitely you go on and on and on and on, because you're still pained by it. But the truth is, definitely defending champions, they are going to Wembley, and of course they will be playing the winner. There are going to be some games that will be decided on the 16th. That's next week, Monday. And of course, Arsenal will be playing the winner between Bradford City and Reading. Maybe they wouldn't want to be facing Bradford because of what happened to Chelsea. And you have Aston Villa, Blackburn Rovers or Liverpool. That day is yet to be decided. Now, Italian Serie A, Juve, it was expected, beating Sassuolo by a lone goal. And of course, for Juve, 11 points clear now, just like Bundesliga. They might definitely just win the league, maybe next 2 months before the season will end. In the Champions League, Luka Modric is the one that everyone is actually looking forward to. Carlo Ancelotti wants him to actually come back and see how he can, maybe put things in check, and how Real Madrid can come back and also win the game against Schalke tonight.
Yeah, Luka Modric, of course, we know of his intelligence. That's an intelligent player. Talking about players with intelligence, we know what he can do, how he can unlock teams with his passing, with his range and everything. So definitely, I think his return will be a big boost to the Madrid star. But apparently, you could say it's just that in football you never say never. But looking at this game, you think Madrid already have this one in the bag after going away, in Germany to get a good result. This one, they just need to play and show up and, just coast.
And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, who most of the players are saying they don't really want him back. Maybe
the Madrid faithful, they've been spoiled. live in sports. That's why
Okay,
one
Cristiano
one
Ronaldo,
wrong
just try to bring your
performance.
shooting boots tonight and score more goals, and of course, they'll definitely want you to be playing all the games. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Business Money, of course, is up next. And of course, we'll leave you with pictures coming from the men's school rally. Bye for now.
As good quality as the other team. So our aim is to do our best in this competition. That is the most important competition in the world, and doesn't matter which team is against us. We try to do always our best. Last year we did well against German team. This year I don't know what happened. We have to play game by game, and tomorrow the same to reach the quarter final.